Hey, welcome back to the Road to Pro. You just saw the last video, how to spin serve in 5 minutes. Right now I'm going to teach my friend John here from the Pickleball Mafia how to spin serve in 5 minutes. We're going to put it into practice, see if we can get it going, okay?
Let's do it.
You excited for this? You look
nervous.
excited.
I'm nervous, excited. I'm always excited when we're playing pickleball.
Oh, come on.
But a little nervous.
All right, number one, John, can you snap your fingers on your non-dominant hand? Okay, that's good. First step, you gotta be able to snap your fingers. If you can't do that yet, go figure that out and then come back here.
Get out.
Get out of here. Yeah, y'all figure it out. Hey Siri, start a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
All right, precious time right now. Number one thing I want you to do, take your thumb and your middle finger on your left hand and put it on the X's of this Franklin X ball. Okay, and now just try to do that snapping motion with your fingers. Okay, good. So right now for the first 2 minutes, just getting used to snapping. Wow, it looks pretty dang good already. You're getting a lot of spin on it, that's good. So a couple things you can do here. Let's move it kind of further out to the tips of your fingers.
Okay.
Okay, good. And now start applying a little bit more pressure to the ball as well.
All right. What about my wrist? Can I move that? Like.
Yeah. You don't really have to right now, but if you get comfortable with the little flick up here, you can use your wrist and torque it forward to add a little bit more spin to that ball.
Oh, applying more pressure really helps.
Yep. Right. Applying the pressure.
Like I'm like trying to squeeze the ball before I do it, and
yes.
it really pops out.
Yeah. So really important here, the middle finger goes down and wraps this ball around your thumb. Okay, so you're putting pressure, you're really squeezing with your thumb, kind of pushing towards the middle finger, and the middle finger's pushing back towards the thumb, and that will allow that ball to wrap up and around your finger.
All right.
This looks really, really good. You're progressing very fast here. Number one thing we want to start focusing on now is having this rotation be perfectly up and down. So if you think about like a tire going down the road, it needs to be perfectly up and down along this axis here. And that's how we get the ball to actually kick when it hits the ground.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I will also say John did play baseball. And so naturally his fingers might be a little stronger than some people. So you're probably not going to get this much spin on the ball when you're starting. But all the same concepts apply. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. This looks really good so far. Let's see where we're at on time.
Yeah, you just got to make sure I keep on focusing on really pinching it.
Yes.
Because when I focus too much just on spinning it, I'm not getting that hardcore flick.
Nice, good deal, good deal. All right, so we are 2 minutes into it for the 3rd minute now. Let's start thinking about, well, on the original video, I just said, let's get the ball going in a straight line. But for this one, I think you're kind of far enough along. Let's start getting the ball to kick along this line here. So, John, come up to this line. What I want you to do is now get the ball positioned. Yeah, exactly. So you want to make a C with your fingers, put the ball in there, and you want the tip of your thumb and the tip of your middle finger to be along this line right here. Now, one thing you can do, if it's really awkward holding your wrist like that, you can actually turn your body a little bit.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more natural.
Now your wrist is a little straighter. Let's start flicking that. Good, and let this ball bounce, and let's just see how it kicks. We want it to kick directly along this line. That looked really good. Very nice, very nice. Heck yeah, that's looking great. One thing I'm noticing is the ball's kind of traveling straight up right now.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how to get that ball to come back towards you in just a minute here. This looks really, really good. You're on the right track. Hey, just for the heck of it, let's have you turn your body the other way, and let's try spinning it the other way as well. Yeah, so kind of rotating your wrist in. Wow, that looks good too.
This actually feels a little bit more natural than the open.
Interesting, okay. That's good, yeah, so main thing, just as long as it goes along that line, no matter which way you're facing, you'll be in a good spot. Okay, so the more you can spin this ball by applying more pressure, the more it doesn't really matter what your swing is. So the more RPM you can get on this ball, the less impact that your paddle has on it. So I've not seen your serve in a long time, but last time I saw you put a lot of like slice like coming underneath like this on the ball.
Yeah.
So if we can get you adding a little bit more spin to this, that slice won't even matter anymore. It's looking good. It's looking really, really good. Let's see where we're at on time. 1:03. All right, so last minute, we're gonna get this ball to start coming back in a very comfortable position. So take your fingers right now, they're kind of flat. Let's rotate it up to where your middle finger is higher than your thumb. This should make the ball come back to the right, which is where you want that ball to land every time you flick it. That's good. Because your paddle is over here, so we gotta have it over here so I can actually serve that ball. Looks good. You might want to wear some protective goggles for this. One thing I'll say is it's kind of getting back into your hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's push it back out to
Okay.
the tips of your fingers. That's really, really, really
Look
good.
at that.
Dude, you're going to crush this. This is so
I
cool.
just need to have you on the pickleball court with me every time.
Yeah. All right, guys, I think we're getting close here. We got 15 seconds left. Let's keep going.
Woo, let's pop it.
Looking good. Getting some last reps in.
Do this one.
I like that one for you a lot. That looks really good. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's stop now. So finally, 5 minutes later, we're gonna pick up a paddle. I'm gonna give John my Selkirk. So typically John
Ooh.
uses the Diadem Warrior. I think it's got probably a little more grit to it. And when you're doing these spin serves, you ideally want to use a paddle that doesn't have as much grit, so it won't spin the ball as much and counteract the spin you're generating with your fingers. So we're gonna use this guy right here. I'm also gonna have, just to set you up for the most success possible, let's have you start on this right court over here. Okay, so we're going from right to left, which is the same direction as we're spinning the ball. And because we're spinning it the same way that we're facing, the kick should be a little more pronounced. So just go ahead, let's just get some reps in, see how it looks. Okay. Cool, here, let me throw you a ball. I got a ball right here. Okay, so before we hit this ball, make sure you're really turned, okay? So turn more than you're used to. That's good right here. Flicks the ball up. Nice. All right, I'm gonna go down to this side if you grab those balls. And let's see how this kick looks. So this is now serve number 3 with John's new spin serve. See how it looks.
Oh.
Okay, and serve number 4 coming right up. I like how he's turning his body here. That looks really good. Woo, okay, there's some kick right there. Nice, let me get over here to this corner, see how this really kicks. Oh yeah, there's some kick there. That's awesome, dude. Okay, hey, let's have you go to the other side and use that opposite version. I think you're a little more comfortable with that. How's this look? Oh goodness, that kicked pretty hard. Yeah, I like you're adding in some slice with your paddle too. That's gonna definitely help it here. Sheesh, that's awesome. Nice, all right, dude, so that's good. They're kicking enough, right? You could definitely have them kick a little more if you added a little more spin with your fingers. Okay, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. The whole point was in 5 minutes, you're able to go from not having a spin serve to having some sort of a spin serve. So John, just kind of debrief with me here. What are some kind of things you took away from what we just talked about there? What helped you the most?
Bringing it out to my fingertips.
Okay.
Was huge. Applying immense pressure to the ball.
Yeah.
Before the flick.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to spin it all. It almost like that tension.
Like compressing the ball.
Yeah.
Like trying to like actively push this ball together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you had me change from here to the angle,
Yeah.
and I was able to control where it would end up.
Nice.
Right? Because as you saw when I was actually hitting them, I was dancing all over the place. Yeah. But if I really focused on all those factors, I think I could use this.
All right. That's awesome, man. Well, dude, thanks for being a good sport here.
Yeah.
Dude, super fast. I honestly, guys, I would not expect you to be able to have that same level of kick in your spin serves after only 5 minutes that John did.
Well, I had one-on-one personal attention from Shea Underwood, so.
I mean, yeah. So what I would say though is you at least now have the tools, right, to go and practice this, and you know how the mechanics work. And so from this point on, you can build on that foundation and get this spin serve looking a lot better than it currently does. Yeah, so that looks really good, man. Thanks for playing.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. People aren't gonna like me now because I'm gonna have all these little tricks in my bag.
You know, people already didn't like it.
Shh, don't tell anyone. They don't know that.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.